Okay guys, I'm going to share with you a historical story about the graveyard here at Independence Ranch. When I bought the ranch in 2001, so it's been a minute. I called the county and I discovered that there was an old pioneer graveyard here, and I told them they sent a volunteer out here, and her name was Marjorie. And she was somewhat interesting and comical in her own way. She was a woman almost 80 years old, probably weighed 85, 90 pounds, soaking wet. And she's driving a big redneck pickup truck with tires almost as tall as her. And she comes rolling up here and she slides out of her truck. And hello, Marjorie, I'm Paul. Good to meet you. And she says, what do you have? I told her briefly. And she had a pair of these in a little holster like a gun, and she pulls them out. And she says, show me the way. And I didn't know what she was doing. And I said, okay, Marjorie, well, you do what you do, and I'm going to stay out of your way and just watch. So I asked her later, and I'll share the story in a minute. She found graves with these things, and I'll show you what she did and how I learned how to do this. So I'm going to walk over here, and she's walking around like this with these things. And whenever she'd come to a particular spot, they would swing open. And she had some wooden stakes in her back pocket. She'd pull them out, she'd hammer them in the ground. And I'm just standing back watching her. I don't know what's going on. And but this is the way it works. Whenever you walk over a disturbed part of the ground, these are nothing more than antennas. And they detect that there is something different in the ground right there. And they will adjust, swing open when that is identified. So she found 25 graves here, and she later came back and made little cement plaques. She could even tell you if it was a male or female. That's interesting. So the way she did that is she would just hold one of them like this, and she'd walk over the spot that she determined, and it would swing one way for a man and one way for a woman. And so I said, okay, Marjorie, you've got to tell me what you're doing. It seemed like some kind of hocus pocus. But she told me what she was doing, and I was actually able to replicate what she was doing. And I'm not moving them. She wasn't moving them. These are actually nothing more than antennas doing what antennas do, and that's receiving data from the ground. It's very, very interesting. So let me pick up this phone and walk it around here.